What's going on, y'all? So what's going on, y'all? Listen. So, let's get up into this episode of Love. I was about to say Love and Marriage Huntsville. I ain't talked about that show in a long time. Okay. So, anyway, the Braxtons, season 1, episode 7. Lights, camera, action, or something like that. Either way, this really not gonna be a long review because nothing. I don't know if it's. Let me just put this out here, and I think I say this each and every time. Listen, don't bring the show back. I'm sorry. You know what? And I honestly just feel like we should just talk on this video. Okay, we should just really just use this particular episode to just have a little discussion about a lot of the things that have been transpiring and how people feel, and put your honest feelings about how you feel about this show coming back. And I know we've been talking about it for every episode or whatever, but let's just really have a some real discussion about it, because I listen and I see everything, and even if I don't agree, I can understand exactly how people get to the conclusion where they are at with certain things and certain people on the show. Um, so in the episode, basically, you got Trina and Tawanda. They go out there to LA after they meet up with Mama Braxton. Before they meet up with Mama Braxton out there in Atlanta, I believe. And they were just talking about the fact that Mama Braxton had went on a date. I didn't even talk about the date last week, because we just already know that this is filler scenes, okay? All of this, and honestly, let's just be clear. Let's just be clear. Let's just be clear. I feel like this whole season has been nothing but filler stuff. We ain't really got nothing out of it, okay? We haven't really got nothing really good out of it, truth be told. It's just been drama and drama and drama. I will say on the drama level, this is a better episode because it wasn't drama filled at all. It was very lighthearted, and it wasn't focusing on other people in the family, like the other ones have been doing. It was focusing on the actual person who was being in that scene, right? Mama E going on her dates or whatever. Now, that man, as soon as I saw him last week, I was like, Mama E, turn around, because you already know this ain't what you want. This not what you want. This not what you into. So let's just stop playing games right here, right now. When they ordered that food and she didn't even eat it and she said, I'm going to take it to go, I said, geez. That was funny to me. Okay, but yeah, and he was just doing all this talking or whatever, and she wasn't even interested. And I just don't like people. Not that I don't like people. I just don't understand people who just don't pick up on cues and body language that it's not going the way that you think it is, or maybe I need to just cut this a little bit short, right? And so you got all that going on. So, Tawanda and Trina was talking about that, and they talking to Mama Braxton about that. She had an issue with the fact that he came in there, dressed in all purple. Honestly, I didn't feel nothing about it because, he decent looking for a man, an older gentleman. Let me tell you something. It is something about an older gentleman. And I'm talking about a black man that know how to dress. Not saying that he didn't really know how to dress, but he coordinated. He color coordinated. She said he had on purple this from head to toe. I said, well, at least he ain't coming there looking like a bum. So there's that. Beggars really can't be choosers. And at this point, you're later in life. And I mean, somebody gonna tell me, well, you just gonna have to take what you can get. Absolutely the hell not. Okay, we don't settle up in this thing. We want to be happy. We want to be joyous. We wanna start off being happy with the person. We don't want to grow to be happy with the person. We don't want to grow to like the person. We want to like them right off the bat. So I ain't selling it for nothing. And I said, Mama Braxton, you ain't gotta settle. Okay, but at the same time, quit playing games with us, because we already know any of these little blind dates or whatever that they put out there for her on this show is just for an episode or for a scene or whatever. Then you got what else you had? So Trina and Trina and Tawanda, they're going out there to LA to, visit Toni. And I think Mama Braxton was with them too. Okay, well, let's just say they all was out there. Girl, whatever. They out there, okay? Toni is doing her rehearsals for the Vegas residency. and they was doing a full out rehearsal. Now, see, I honestly didn't know that they did it like that, especially like when it comes to comedians. Like I know when entertainers, like artists or whatever, they get up there, they do their full performance or whatever, so that they can know the cues and know where to stand, where to get familiar with the stage and all that stuff, whatever. When they, and they do the performing and all that stuff, when they do rehearsals or whatever, like sometimes they do full out, sometimes they do half or whatever, or they just do a little run through. I didn't know the comedians go through their stuff like that as well. And then they had the background as if, they had the music up or the background noise up as if it would be the crowd just clapping and, cheering and all that stuff. I said, what? Baby, when they came up in there and they said, boo, bitch, I said, uh-oh. That was funny. That was funny. That was cute. When Toni got up there and tried to get that joke, and the way Trina's face looked as soon as she started, when Cedric said, and she's really, really funny. And she was like, who are we talking about? Not Toni Michelle Braxton. I know you're not talking about her. And so at this point, Toni tried to get that joke and it crashed. I said, girl, stick to what you know, and what you know is how to sing, okay? And that is what you need to stay to. But see, let me tell you something. Toni is funny when she is not trying to be funny, okay? Because when they were sitting at that table after they had a little dinner, or they was having a little dinner or something like that, she cracked a joke on one of them, either Tawanda or Trina, and it was fun. It was Trina. She cracked a joke on Trina, and it was just so random, and it just came naturally, and it was funny. So she's funny in that aspect, but intentionally trying to be funny, absolutely no, girl. Leave that to Cedric. Had no idea that one of Cedric's kids dated one of her sons, so that was cool. Whatever. She doing little press conferences and stuff. The press run for the residency. Get up there doing a thing. Did a little press run on Jennifer Hudson's show. Okay. Did her little press run. She got a little emotional talking about Tracy. Understandable. At the same time, trying to keep it cute, trying to keep it classy or whatever, not mess up the makeup or whatever. But at the same time, you got them coming together also to do marketing for the actual show. They got to come together and they got to put the film, what is it, the promo show shoots and all that stuff, the picture that we see when we see the Braxton comes up. They was doing the photo shoot for that. And everybody was just saying how, it just felt different because Tamar wasn't there with them. Tracy wasn't there with them. Tamar was doing her own thing separately because Tamar had other stuff to do. So she was doing, she allegedly was booked and busy at the time. So, she had to do what she had to do out there in Atlanta. But also, Tamar was like, I just don't really feel connected. She was talking about the waist beads that she had on her, the African waist beads, I should say, that she had on her for the past 3 years or so. Ever since I think she learned about Tracy getting sick, and then now that she passed, and then she just feels like it's time to let go of that. You know what I'm saying? I actually like this moment with her, and I did not feel no type of way. Y'all know I can call a bitch out, and I'm talking about anybody. That bitch is universal, okay? I'm not talking about Tamar in general. I'm just saying anybody out, okay? I totally understood, and I wasn't even upset at her because I know, like, she can get on people's nerves or whatever, but there comes a times where I truly do understand where she's coming from because I'm looking at the show. And let's just be real, y'all. I'm looking at the show, and it's so and I literally tweeted this earlier about this episode, especially, and because it really, truly, truly hit when they was trying to come together and do the photo shoot, and how it just felt so disconnected. And I'm like, that's the word that I needed to be using this whole season. It just felt so disconnected. It does not feel like the old Braxton family values that we had. And I get it that people grow, people, are in different spaces. But like I said in a previous video, even though they were in different spaces, they were still together on Braxton family values. You know what I'm saying? But now they're literally in different spaces, and the separation is so much there. And so Tamar was just talking about how she just doesn't feel connected to this show, not to her sisters, but to the show. And that's why I asked if you felt like, you went through so much with this reality TV situation, especially on WeTV, why come back? Okay. Because at the end of the day, they don't need it. And if you're going to come back like this, baby, you should have stayed gone. Y'all should have stayed gone because I'm pretty sure that people they have not, if they've been looking at social media, they were not ready for all of this stuff that was going to happen. And way to honor Tracy's memory. You know what I'm saying? All this mess that's happening is it's just really unfortunate, and we'll talk about it in a second. But yeah, I totally understood where Tamar was coming from. I wasn't mad that she didn't show up. I wasn't mad coming because she still did the photo shoot. I wasn't mad that she was saying how she wasn't feeling connected because it's very clear. It's very clear. And I don't know if this was a charity thing or whatever. And I know people keep saying, like, well, the sisters needed this and all of that. They don't need it. Okay. They really don't need it, to be quite honest. They do not need the money. They honestly don't need the recognition because it's still there, but they're still doing really, really well outside of what's going on. And I don't understand why they truly needed to come back. I understand that they say that this is what Tracy wanted, but at the same time, maybe she meant not this soon. Maybe she meant when y'all got y'all stuff together. Okay, so y'all can come back and get the fans exactly what they wanted to see, which is y'all come together in harmony, in unison, and we still feeling that sisterly bond. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't feel it. I don't feel it. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm expecting a little bit too much. I don't know. But I don't know. Anyway, I did, we did get a little bit of background about Tawanda. You had Sean come up in there. I had no idea they was either they said they was together for 9 years or they known each other for 9 years. I know when he popped up on Braxton Family Values, they had already known each other, but they weren't dating yet. But they had already known each other because he works in the industry. He works in the music industry. He been producing things and all that stuff, you know. And so that's how they linked up, as if they were friends, and then they started dating. So I'm assuming that they had known each other for 9 years. Okay. But they've been dating for a little bit. He did ask for her hand in marriage from the father, but never proposed to her. But we're gonna see that, he's gonna propose to her at the one of Toni shows. We saw that. They keep on asking Tawanda about where they gonna get married and all that. So that's up to Sean when he gonna pop the question. So there's that. And then she had to do this little program or whatever talking about, I think it was a radio spot or something like that, talking about, her alopecia and everything. And we get a little bit of background that, baby, we used to dog that child. We used to dog her ass out when they first came on with them goddamn pigtails. With them damn pigtails. We was like, what the is going on to Wanda with her hair? Girl, we're gonna have to step back a little bit, just slightly, because Tawanda said she was losing her hair ever since she was a kid. Baby, they was making fun of her ass, just like y'all be making fun of her ass now. Okay, just because y'all some hateful bitches over this show. I just don't get it. But anyway, let me stop. Let me stop. It's funny. She said, "Girl, them kids was they was they just was ruthless." Okay, and then she said she'd put her hair in a pigtails or whatever because that was the style that like because she was standing right or somewhere, and it is just like had it or whatever. And so then she said by season two. When they was the budget increased, and so they was able to get some wigs and stuff. And she was like, "Oh, I ain't gotta have all this stuff. So I just put it in the wigs." And then he was like, "Listen, I was the first one to see you without your hair when you was, how your real hair was, and I ain't say nothing about it. So I said they two baldies. Okay, both of them be rubbing each other heads while they be doing it. I'm pretty sure you lick my head, I lick yours. I don't want to see that, but I'm just saying, you know, you gotta make it exciting, okay? Because you ain't got nothing to grab. I just can you be with somebody? Not saying that it's not beautiful, but me, I really it don't matter, but honestly, I would want some because I like. Let me shut up. I like to pour. Anyway, because I just don't think it's fair if you gonna yank my locks and I can't yank. What I'm saying. Like we gotta equal this out. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Shit happens. I whatever. But that was cool. So she was talking about that, and yeah, they're very much in love. And Mama E was talking about how whenever he comes around, she pops lights up and everything, and that's literally what happened. Your package has been sitting in the lobby for a couple of days. Oh, okay. Um, they telling somebody, bitch, you better come get your shit. But no, yeah. she liked that man. They've been together. He actually flew out there to just see her and drop off some flowers. I want to do some corny shit like that with somebody. That's beautiful. Anyway, I ain't been that in love with nobody. Have I ever been in love? I ain't never been in love with nobody to do no shit like that. But anyway, that's cute or whatever. And then, Toni getting ready to do her show, and she was just talking about when they was on the Jennifer Hudson show, how she was just a little overwhelmed and, emotionally spent, okay, because of everything. And, she just didn't know that they was going to bring up the whole situation about Tracy. I'm like, girl, I don't know why you didn't know, because, or wasn't expecting it, because either you didn't tell them not to bring it up, or, you should know that that's one of the things that people want to talk about. But all in all, the episode was cute. It was very low key. And I was able to watch it twice. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This season, like usually back in the day when Braxton Family Values used to come on, I was able to watch the show at least a couple of times. Okay, each episode. You know what I'm saying? This season, baby, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Either it's just too heavy and it's just too dysfunctional. You know what I'm saying? But this episode, I was actually able to watch it twice. And honestly, I had to watch it twice because the first time I watched it, I was at work, right? And I had a headache out of this world, girl. I'm sitting there like, what is going on? I said, oh my God, am I head about this flow? Girl, I had a migraine. I took a couple of pills and I was fine. And then I hadn't eaten anything since like yesterday afternoon. Bitch, girl, I just be messing myself up and be wondering why I'm feeling the way that I'm feeling. Because you ain't on schedule, okay? But anyway, that was just the episode. Now let's just talk about it, okay? If you made it this far, thank you. If you've been tuning in to the reviews, I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody's, comments and everything. Um, and I just like the fact that I just leave this open and let y'all, say whatever it is that you have to say. And, I understand truly and, 100% that everybody is not going to agree with everybody. Everybody has their own opinion. Everybody likes what they like. I just don't like the dysfunction that was happening so much. And listen, if I'm going to bring a show back, and I know people want, in these days of reality show, everybody want to have this much drama, whatever, just to draw the people in. If you already had a staple of a show that was once on before, you don't need all this drama. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to have all this controversy and, all this mess just to get people to come in. And so it can backfire where you got people talking about you and just talking about the show in a negative way and everything. And that's literally what's happening right now. Okay. People are not necessarily talking about the show in itself. They're talking about certain individuals, certain situations that either is on the show or not on the show. And it's just ridiculous at this point. When I first saw that this was coming back and they said that this was coming back in honor of Tracy and this is something that Tracy wanted, I was one of the main ones and still do feel that way. No matter how I look at it now, whatever, and we're 7 episodes in and after seeing how it put out, yeah, I do feel like they was just exploiting. This is exploitation. It's exploitation of Tracy's passing, because y'all not honoring her. I get it. I get it. People are still grieving or whatever, but in the same process, in the same vein, if you're gonna come back, why are you coming back like this? Okay, all this contention, and then then you got that happening. And then, all of a sudden, look, Kevin is like the main focal point when he never was the focal point. We get it because Tracy is passed and that's his mom and all of that. But at the same time, I understand 100% when people say it feels like y'all using him for a storyline. And y'all know, no matter if I like you, I have to keep it real. I have to keep it real. I do like all of the sisters. I like Tamar too, even though she pisses me off. Baby Mike, in and out, in and out. Okay, it's a like dislike type of situation with me and her. Okay, it's just that's what it is. All right, but for the most part, I don't hate that lady. I do like her. I do enjoy some of her stuff, whatever. But at the same time, it just feels, and this ain't even got nothing to do with her. Okay, because she's not really the one that's doing it. Honestly, surprisingly. Okay, well, I had my little issues at the beginning, but at the most part, I kind of understood. and she hasn't really even done nothing much that actually got on my nerves or me to say anything negative about. But when it comes to this whole little Kevin storyline or whatever, and how, bitch, let me tell you something. It feels like y'all just using him for a storyline, and that's the reason why y'all got the show back. Let's just be clear. Let's just be honest, okay? Because why did it take 7 episodes in for us to get something about Tawanda? You put it out there in the forefront. No shade, no shade. You put it out there in the forefront that, you had to learn alopecia, whatever. We still don't know much about your relationship. We still don't, well, the public don't. They don't know much about your relationship. They don't know much about your family life or what's going on with the kids and all that stuff. I thought y'all was gonna come. I really thought y'all was gonna come back and y'all was gonna be all up in each other's houses and y'all was gonna be talking on the phone. Y'all was gonna be linking up and all that stuff. But we ain't getting none of that. Okay, we get group scenes. That's fine. But I want to see individual. I want to know what's up with everybody and see them doing their own thing. Yeah, we see Trina and Vaughn in the kitchen and all that stuff. But is that all that you do? Okay, yeah, you went out with the kids or whatever. They grown. You want grandbabies. That's fine. So one of what's up with your family. Okay, I get it that um, you in this relationship or whatever. Like you couldn't take us on some of your travels and show us what's going on in the inside of the crib and all that stuff. I'm nosy. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I'm nosy, bitch. You already know that. So hell, it is what it is. So there's that. But at the same time, when it comes to certain things, I understand. Even if I know more that's going on the inside of what's happening, I still understand that people don't. And I still understand that people are going to have their opinions. And I can truly 100% say that I can see exactly why people will feel the way that they feel. You know what I'm saying? When this situation that came up recently with Kevin Jr. and Kevin Sr. getting into it and that video coming out, and then thinking about what Tawanda said on the show when she said he don't want the real truth to come out. I said, oh, so what's been going on? Are you trying to say after this video came out that some other mess been going on or whatever that we don't know about? But it's just a lot. And so from there, when that video came out, and then he wants to come out and say that he never put his hands on his son or something like that to the point where it was never physical or nothing like that in that vein. And I'm sitting here like, nigga, we heard the punches. I know I heard at least 2 of them. I heard skin meets skin like this. I heard that. And it was a scuffle. Even if it was just a scuffle and you didn't lay hands, you did put hands because you had to push and do in the scuffle. You know what I'm saying? Either way, it happened. And yeah, they said it was an old video. Yeah, we truly know that it was. But I think it was, I don't know if it was when Tracy passed or if it was when she got sick, because I believe they were saying he was like, you gave your mama cancer. You the reason why she had cancer. Something like that. And I said, oh my goodness. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like people were trying to say because somebody put out a clip or whatever from one of Trina's, you know, when I guess they do like the after show or whatever, and she talked about the show. She was in her house and saying how people can put out something, you can find something, whatever. It kind of implied like they was gonna find some stuff and they was gonna leak some stuff and put it out there. They didn't do that. I can tell you 100% that Tawanda, nor Trina, nor Toni, nor Tamar, nor Miss E or whoever put this video out. I can tell you that 100%. But at the same time, I am not surprised that people probably would thought that they did because them two were the main ones that's been going at Kevin Sr. And I mean, yeah, we could see that he's an ass sometimes, but at the same time, I just keep on saying he's grieving. He's grieving. But how much more can that? How much more can you say about that? But because they seem to have the most vitriol towards him. You got Toni that's trying to keep the peace and doing the right thing. I feel is trying to actually sit down and talk to the man, and I feel like he probably acting out too because they won't hear him out. They won't hear him out. And honestly, like I said when I was drunk in the other video, what it is when I talked about it, or whenever I said it, why won't y'all just allow this man to come on TV, even if it's just for one episode? Even if it's for one episode, I get that you have an issue with him or whatever, but I want to hear his side of the story. And I mean truly hear his side of the story. That's why I gotta go watch that interview. I have to go watch that interview because after I seen that video of what happened between him and Kevin Jr., it really pissed me off. And I said, you know what? I don't even want to watch anything with him right now. But I am going to watch the video because I do want to hear his side. I want to be fair. I don't want to just jump on a bandwagon and be like, oh, we hate him for this, and we hate him for that. I want to know what the fuck y'all hating him for. I really want to know his side of the story, okay? And that's why I feel like y'all should have brought him on here. Y'all should have brought him on here, regardless. At least just for one episode, one scene or whatever. He should have been a part of it a little bit, you know. But the mess that's happening on Twitter, all the Discord, and girl, they saying, bitch, can't stand Tamar, can't stand Tawanda with her bald headed ass. I said, God damn, Trina, she a follower. You know, I just sit back and I just be watching. You know, at this day and age, I don't. Girl, everybody gonna have their opinions, and that's just what it is. And see, the sad thing about it, like I said, I can understand exactly why people come to the conclusions that they come to. So that's why I really can't say nothing. Like, bitch, I get it. So I'm just going, okay, it is what it is. You know, I don't put people business out there, but I totally 100% get where certain things and certain, you know, because if we go back and you can kind of say, like, let's take Tawanda. She kind of brought a lot of this stuff on her own self. No shade, no shade, no shade, because if you go back to Braxton Family Values, she was like, you know, the one that keeps all the secrets or whatever. So yeah, that made her come off like sneaky and all this stuff. And you know, people don't like the way she handles stuff or whatever because she just don't really give a damn. Okay. And it makes it seem like, oh, she's being sneaky, she's being conniving or whatever, when surely she just really don't give a damn. I can tell you that. Like she literally trying to stay out of it. But I get it. I get it because they actually have to understand a lot of people that are watching right now, they used to watch Braxton Family Values. And a lot of people have not forgotten how they were on Braxton Family Values, especially when it comes to Tracy. And that was one thing, and let's just go there for a second. One clip that I did see of that Kevin interview, he was talking about how basically, you know, they really wasn't in Kevin life, look Kevin Jr. life like that. I said, and I can kind of see it. I can kind of see it. Because where the hell Scratchy come from? I'm sorry. Where the hell Scratchy come from? Like, I know it was said in the other season, and it was said at least one time. That was one time, and it was so people forget. It wasn't nothing that stuck or nothing. People forget about it to the point that we sit here like, girl, what? Where did you get that name from? You know, and so it's just like, yeah. And when he was talking about that funeral or not the private showing, I really would have showed up. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. That's the last time. Put your differences to the fucking side. That is the last time that you will see your sister in the flesh, whether she was there or not. That's the time when you come together, you celebrate her, all that stuff. I would have showed up. I would have showed up because I wouldn't want that on my heart. And that part got me too. But at the same time, I really wish they would have put that man on the show because I really want to know. Y'all scared that man gonna blast y'all? Y'all be blasting him, let him. Also, yeah, like come on, like I said, it's a lot of us that watch from season one of Braxton Family Values to the last episode of Braxton Family Values to right now, and we knew exactly what was going on. That's why a lot of people did not want this show to come back on, and that's why a lot of people felt some type of way about y'all saying, "Oh, we coming back in the name of Tracy, and we doing this to honor her because this is what she wanted and all this stuff." Whole time y'all weren't honoring her when she was live. Okay, well I ain't gonna say it like that, but you know, from what we saw on TV, from what we saw on TV. You know, y'all was disrespecting and let them editors and shit disrespect the hell out. Let's just be real. They let them editors and whoever the fuck did that disrespect the hell out of her on the first season by putting it out there that she was the wannabe. She was the wannabe. And I understand that family go through that shit, but baby, I would never do that to my I just would never, you know. And even with all of that, they still have fun moments. Where is the fun in this? Okay, girl, I'm just rambling. I'm just talking again. I'm just, you know, if it is what it is. Y'all tell me how y'all feel. Let me get up off of here before I say some shit and get me in trouble. But You know, I'm the type of bitch like I can see everything and I get everybody points. I get everybody points. That's why I ain't say nothing. You know, I just let it rock, bitch. Y'all say what y'all gotta say, cause listen, I can sit here like, well, I can see that. I truly get it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hey, it is what it is. But you guys tell me how many more goddamn episodes we got of this? It's gonna be a 10th season or an 8th season. You know, 8 episode season or 10 episode season. Either way, I gotta go watch Power. Honestly, I feel like I'm gonna take a nap and probably do that tomorrow, but who knows? Y'all tell me how y'all feel, and I hope y'all enjoy y'all weekend.